Fought off foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Inside, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. Back in Washington, D.C. Here comes Real Muto. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there with a double. Nice way to start the year.
He was all over that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Rojas now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And now it's 3-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him. The throw won't get there in time, and now they have runners at the corners.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Here's Trey Turner. Runner takes off, rips that one to right. Cruz makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 3-zip.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Schwarber in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Up the middle. Garcia throws to first. Schwarber out of the play. That ends the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom of the inning, up now for Washington, Dylan Cruz. And that's fouled off. Kicks and fires. That's down and in. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fastball is outside. That one missed. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Batting ninth.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
And that's outside. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. That's off the mark. The count now 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Sosa handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back out of the 4th. Bryce Harper to the plate. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That one drifts inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Next offering way off the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
You know, it's a good play when we break out StatCast for you folks. He took a great route and found himself in position to make a nice running catch. Just excellent work.
Yeah, he really showed off his wheels on that play, and I know that always gets you excited, Singy. Exactly 100 feet for that out. Castellanos at the plate and takes high there. That misses the zone, and now 2-0. Bases empty, 1 away here on opening day. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Sosa.
Man at first. Now at the plate, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Squirts away a little bit. He's in there. Castellanos into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. A little bit low.
That's a ball.
One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Starting to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. And he went around, says Ricky Holiday. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch.
Oh, that got him.
That ball got him. Perfect.
JT Realmuto steps in. Doubled his first time up. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So the batting order turns over. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Jump throw across his body, and they get the out. Phillies leave him low. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now up for Washington, Nathaniel Lowe. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Nationals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Ground ball to the right side. Throws to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 down, bases empty. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Two outs.
No, inside.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rojas under it. And that'll do it. Back here in Nationals Park. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Gore back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Cruz makes the grab, 1 away. Trey Turner at the plate.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Turner in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that's off the inside edge, and it's 2-0. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. First round pick out of Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Hard hit, right side. Over to Lowe. Schwarber out of the play. And now here is Harper. He's already homered in this game. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. In there for strike one.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The next offering misses. At 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Turner, the runner at third. Harper on at first with 2 down. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back according to Ricky Holiday. 2-2 now. And misses inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Now a long throw home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just outside. 2-2.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Walked his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. And that's down and away. Next pitch is inside. 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's going to be Keibert Ruiz. Fly to center his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
cut on and miss. Struck him
Now
out.
batting,
That's his
right
8th strikeout of the game. So digging in, Dylan Cruz. Struck out swinging his first time. Misses inside. Ball 1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
2 on, 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. And a foul ball. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Ahmed Rosario. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit and a run comes in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now Xavier Edwards. Swing and a miss
0-1
as he was out front that time. Young on third. Rosario at first. 2 out of the inning. Off the plate inside. And that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks appears to be getting loose. Romano also getting ready. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Ground ball up the middle. Sosa. They kept the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Welcome back. Here's look at this team's early season projection.
Weston Wilson.
Out to center. Young gets under it and makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting.
And now
catcher,
it is
JT
Realmuto. Outside low, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Inside, ball two.
Base is empty, one away here on opening day. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to
Three
go
balls,
with.
one strike.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now
Everyone
batting.
gets a
Center
walk.
fielder,
Boo.
Johan Rojas.
Back to the top of the lineup. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. One out, the runner at second, and we're the top half of the sixth. Got him swinging. And now it's Alec Bohm. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. No run.
Pitching for Philadelphia.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth.
Number
And there's a new
95.
pitcher on the mound. Taijuan Walker.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
One ball.
Way outside, and the count is 1-2. Now one
Ball two.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses, and now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that one hit to first, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
The count.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the
0-2 is the count.
box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. On the run, sends it over to first. Throws it away. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the top of inning number 7. Trey Turner now. Fastball is outside.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 0 for 3 in this one. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And downstairs.
Down.
On the ground. Gets it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, the first
Here
baseman,
comes Bryce Harper. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. This one in the air center field. Young settles underneath it. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. 10. Banks. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Nationals. Juan Yepes. That one fouled off. Off the mark there.
Outside.
And the count even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joe Ross up and throwing. Ball 1 there.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's too low. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beams. Next to hit for the Nats, K-Bear Ruiz. That one outside. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And now it's even up.
1-1.
That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side. Back in Washington, D.C., we go to the 8th, and now it's going to be Nick Castellanos. Jackson Rutledge will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that's in for a strike. Rutledge, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. There's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And that is out of play. Castellanos aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2 to second Abrams. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jordan Romano. Cruz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strom, the closer, is getting loose. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that misses. 1-2 to count.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Fly ball center field. Rojas squeezes it. 1 down. Up now for Washington, Ahmed Rosario. Lifted in the air, right center field. Castellanos moves on it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Xavier Edwards digging in for the Nationals. Bounce to the right. Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And that's downstairs. 1-0. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Can't glove it cleanly. He won't get back to first in time, and he reaches safely.
Now batting,
Man at first, nobody out. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Ball 1, no strikes. Realmuto runs. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so even with the runner on the move, he holds it second. And here comes Alec Bohm. Fouled off down the right side. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Ground ball right side could be 2 to second Abrams, and that's 2.
This team is ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt. Strong. A chance at his first save of the year. Low in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
He's 2 outs away. Here's C.J. Abrams now. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Strom, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Late on that fastball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Struck him out without a swing. Down to the last out for the Nationals. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, James Wood. Not even close there. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That one misses, and the count is 2-0. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And now it's Juan Yepes.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swinging a foul straight back. Strom is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I just do what to me feels right. My style is so 3, that's a magic number.
By the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young